Okay. There we go. Oh shit. I'm on the grass. Oh god. Run, dude, they're coming. Oh man, I can't really see it. It's kind of bright. Well, you see what I got. Alright. I don't know if that's a true statement or not. That was a lie, I'm sorry. It is. Evidence of it's in my playlist. By the way, I put a short out earlier about my playlist and you know, check it out. By the way, if you're watching this right now, this channel, if you're not aware of it, is extremely important, potentially, if you pay attention to my playlist. So please like this video. If you want to subscribe, go ahead. Don't cost nothing. By the way, I didn't mention that in the short, but it doesn't cost anything. I don't have anywhere near 1,000 subscribers. All right? But, I mean, I should. I probably should have that many plus a couple more zeros. Actually, I might actually feel like I might actually be helpful. But, you know, if you hit the like button, just that, it'll help matters. But I'm back at the scene of the crime. And yes, it was a crime. The video of the security guard and me just being horrible, and I'm going to try to work on that. You know, I did an apology video because of something like that I removed. That has to do with just one story out of many stories of continued targeting, profiling, and systemic oppression by all parts of the system and people that are given authority by the other sub-corporations of the other bigger corporations, which is governments. They collaborate together, basically, to take our rights. So, oops, I'm gonna step on the grass. There's no fucking way this fucking idiot. They at least, the minimum I've ever seen out of thousands of videos was at least like 3 or 4 or 5 feet off of a sidewalk. And it's necessary because of the utilities. Now you can see where the lines come down from that pole, and they're about, I don't know, 8, 9 feet, right over there. Let's walk down here and look. Oh, y'all look, District of Criminals. I think there might be some evidence in my playlist. There's a bunch of criminals in DC, which is why it stands for District of Criminals. Shout out to Brian, by the way, at Here's the Deal and The Disturbing Illusion. If you haven't seen any of his stuff, which is all in my playlist, you probably should. Probably should. You might learn something. You might learn something. So yeah, I'm punching everybody in the face with reality. Essentially, I consider when I'm doing this, it's kind of like it's a public service announcement. That's what it is. I'm doing a public service, and I'm doing it from public, the Politeia. Shout out to Ammon, the Ammon. And these people at this place right here, that corporation right there. Look, is that all caps? I don't know. Can we consider that to be all caps? I mean, it's kind of artsy. It seems like it's all caps. It wouldn't matter if it's all caps or not. It technically is a corporation. It exists on paper as a fiction. Did you know that the definition of a corporation, the root of the definition of a corporation, kind of like the word corpse, is a fiction. A corporation is a fiction. Somebody bring me a Black's Law dictionary. By the way, I don't give a damn what edition. You can even bring me the latest. They make changes in them because they're snakes, and that's what snake lawyers do. Can we all agree on that? But yeah, these people right here, Trader Joe's, y'all about dumber than a wet paper sack full of hammers if you think you're gonna run this one off. I'll step on the grass right here. I'll walk around. Oh God, I passed in between the pole. Look, I'm passing in between the poles. I'm on the grass again. Call them. You gotta call them. We're gonna trespass you. You know how ridiculous the whole thing is? By the way, I want to critique that video a little bit. look, for anybody that's wants to make fun of me or dismiss me on my First Amendment audit titled videos, also, you know, I realize you got to understand there's a reason why there's certain things that I don't do that I see the other auditors doing. I get mad after they leave, and then I do all the profanity. Sorry about that. I'm sorry. I'm gonna work on it. I'm trying to be a good person, but when you've been through what I've been through for the last 5 years unjustly, because of the system that I have dug up at least the last 2,500 years of dirt that can be dug up on it, and connected all the dots for all of y'all, which is why you need to be in my playlist. Go into my playlist and ask me questions, and I'll teach you some stuff. I'm not even displaying my sign. See, look, I really kind of don't feel good, but I'm just gonna hold this up. Oh, so I wanted to fill everybody in on just a few things real quick that have happened that I didn't document. One of them happened right here, and it happened literally about 5 minutes after I quit filming that video right here with the dumbass security guard. That thing, well, you're on private property. You're coming out here with your little walkie-talkie and wanting to call police to do something that you can't do, which is put your hands on somebody and threaten them with violence to remove them from public property. Even if it was private property, how petty is that bullshit? You won't let a motherfucker sit in a chair on your private property so that the sidewalk, which, I mean, look, it's all public property. All the way over, I guarantee you it's public property over at least 6 or 8 feet from the edge of the sidewalk. It has to be. Because these poles ain't the only thing here. There's shit up under the ground. There's shit up under the sidewalk. There's shit up under the ground over here. I mean, do you see the fuck? Here, look. These motherfuckers have bumped their fucking heads. Come on, dude. Look, it's a gas pipeline, and it's got a marker. Well, gee fucking whiz. Oh, I mean, oh, don't dig. Does it say to? Oh my God! It says Chattanooga Gas Company in all capital letters. That must be a corporation. So, oh, there's the number. So, does it say to call Allied Security Company? No. Does it say to call OCGL or GCB or whatever the fuck corporation? No, doesn't. Oh, there's a gas line there. Oh shit! And there's a sign. There's a sign here, y'all. I hope some of you feel like you just got punched in the gut looking at this, but I'm sorry, it's the reality you live in. It's probably why there's a really good possibility a lot of you are going to get pinned out, and it's going to be a lot of you thought that would never happen to you. Okay, so we also have this sign. So I need to see the contracts or documents or legal, whatever, they're contracts. Everything's a contract. And they're enforced in the foreign admiralty courts that are enforcing the foreign power system, doing their part on it. But yeah, we got that sign is on private property. Hey, y'all need to call and remove that from private property. And this is, you know, but anyway, get back to the woman. The blonde-headed, caked up makeup on her shriveled, stressed out, and sufficiently Nazified face. She pulled up like right here, like right about, you know, right where I'm pointing the camera, somewhere right there, maybe a little further. But I was pissed off, and I was still walking up and down the sidewalk after I quit recording that video. And she's with her husband, I guess, I don't know, or her son, I don't know. I didn't even look to see. It was a dude who was driving his truck, and it was kind of like I think it was a diesel. It might not have been, but it was a very expensive Ford, I believe, kind of tan colored and everything, kind of like that 4x4 over there, kind of. But it was much newer. It was all squared off, you know. It was a brand new truck. not more than a year and a half, 2 years old for sure, and very well taken care of, very expensive. And the one and her, you know, they're right here in this lane, and passenger side windows rolled down, and they obviously, because of what she was saying to me, had seen other signs, or maybe she at that moment, because I think I had I've got all the dirt on Trump sign with me, but she just wanted to be vicious and talk down to me since I'm on the sidewalk and I'm homeless. And she said something positive about Trump, and well, at least blah, 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 whatever. And I was like, well, do you know that he paid $2-3 million settlements, 2 separate ones to 2 different sets of parents for sexual abuse, oral and anal, between the 2 in the early 90s? 10-year-old boy and an 11-year-old boy. This was her response. She literally said, well, they all do that, and kind of waved her right hand like shooing something away, real casual. And she was serious. This psychopathic freak was fucking serious. She didn't deny it. Do you hear me? This bitch did not deny it. She did not deny it. And she obviously showed how she didn't care. And there was a couple other things said. I mean, this whole fucking thing is in a psychosis. All of you are in a psychosis. None of you should be spending the money with these fucking demonic corporations. You have no idea who you're enriching. You really don't. You better go find out, because it's the people that are planning to leave you in the ditch. I don't care if you're Republican or Democrat. Either way, you're dumb. At this point, especially. Now, see, the Democrats. Now, Christina talks down in Alabama, where I'm from. I'm having a little spat. I'm up in her comments now, and I've got one of her little defenders, or one of her. She's probably got, you know, she's pretty big. She's making some money and stuff. Oh man, she's making money off of towing the statist line for one of the 2 plantations. You can either be on the Democrat plantation, or you can be on the Republican plantation. I mean, this shit is really, really easy. I'm a dumbass. And I figured this shit out through a lot of time spent and being very diligent and very commonsensical about, okay, this is real information and that's not. It's called reason. The power of reason. Turning into Ammon. But yeah, I had to erase a video about Maple Street Bakery. Maple Street, you see it right there next to AutoZone. You got Pep Boys, and you got AutoZone, and then you got Maple Street right there. Yeah, I got banned from there. I felt it coming too. I told one of the girls in there, it was a really nice lady, and I got along with everybody. They loved me. I loved them. I was fixing to actually give them a shout out on my YouTube channel just to help their business. And then what happened? All it took was one pissed off, and I know which one it was, because between the 2 couples that would come in there with their kids, you know, just lovely little girls and one little boy, and they would come in there every Sunday, and they would sit there and eat. And I would be sitting in my little cubbyhole spot that I would be in, having my coffee, charging my stuff. And, you know, I had been sick. I've been sick now for 2.5 weeks. I've never been this sick as far as the flu affecting me. And I'm guessing it's my age, and I'm out here in the streets and all the stress that I'm constantly have to go through. Like that bullshit yesterday. Right here. So it all piles up, and the system doesn't care. All the system wants to do is do what people do to me when I'm out here doing this shit, walking up and down with my fucking sign, people want to lash out. Let me say something right now. Please like and subscribe. Let me say something else right now. My content, my videos and my shorts are for entertainment purposes, and unfortunately, me having PTSD, anxiety disorder, and depression, and being through what I've been through, and being able to manage it just fine, until this system just keeps, once again, it's another day, incessantly attacking me over corporate bullshit. Corporations think that they can, well, they can. Corporations can, and they do, every day, not just me, but you, what to do. They tell us what to do. They're running this shit to the point where any kind of inkling of any dumbass conservative or Democrat or anybody, I want to wave the flag and say America's great. I want to wave the flag and say America's great. And at the same time that I'm waving the flag and saying America's great, the only way I can do that is to look away from the, not just a mountain, it's a fucking mountain range, do you hear me? Of evidence. And all I've got is about 3 or 4 boulders on one side of one of them mountains in my playlist. Go in my playlist if you don't like me and disprove that. Then come talk shit. But if you're going to just come talk shit and personal insults, well, hell, anybody with half a brain knows. Hot dang fruits and vegetables. Oh, shit. Do we have any Illuminati symbology since I'm on the sidewalk? Let me see. Oh, shit. What do we got? Oh, we got a sun yard left because we got a circle. That's all it takes. And then we got some green leaves. And we got how many sections of the leaves? 1, 2, and then the stem. I don't know, we got some shit. Maybe. Oh, it's in all capital letters. Oh. Anyway, yeah, the corporations have taken your rights. Now, you're listening to somebody right now that has read books from the 1600s, 1700s, and 1800s, and that's before I ran across Ammon, who is reading for me the Bible, and a whole bunch of other stuff that was written anywhere from, I don't know, 884 BC to 1600 AD in ancient Greek. Yeah, I'm a dumbass. I'm so dumb. Hey, Cuckoo. Cuckoo. You, my buddy Cuckoo that's in my playlist, in my comments. Hey, Cuckoo. Why don't you go dig into what the original Bible says in ancient Greek? Because it was never in Hebrew. Promise you. It's not even fucking possible. But you're too dumb to be able to look at something like that. Aren't ya? Yep. Corporations. So here you go, corporations. Here's something to factor into your dumb brain. Corporations are a fiction, like I said. They only exist on paper. They have to be created by somebody with a whole bunch of debt money. Hey, bank, I'm special. Loan me a bunch of money. Okay. I'm going to create a corporation with it. All right. Are you special? Yes, I'm a Freemason. I'm a Templar. I'm a member of that 3-letter, same letter thing. Ugh. I work with the local Freemason Lodge. But yeah, so what we're doing is we got corporations and we have this Constitution. Well, number one, the Constitution was written for the corporation that they knew would be the corporation because of the debt. So it was kind of an empty promise. It automatically makes all of that shit empty words. But you have the spirit of this thing, and you've got these angry people that have a whole shitload of guns and have a history of killing the fuck out of everything. Anyway, and you got to kind of kid glove them a little bit. You got to play with kid gloves. So, but you have indications like, here you go. Have any of you cuckoos out there, and cuckoo similar people like cuckoo, have y'all read any of the Supreme Court judges' opinions on the Dred Scott decision? Ooh, oh my goodness. You might want to go read all of those that you can find. If you're good at finding stuff. Obviously you're not. You don't look very far. Fox News or CNN, MSNBC, leftist social media people and rightist social media people and psychological operators like Alex Jones and Candace Owens that are basically holding up the most Nazi kind of end of the whole fucking thing, which is really all one thing. How'd I get sidetracked? The Dred Scott decision. So the Dred Scott decision, the opinion of two that I remember, judges' opinions on that, was that he couldn't be freed because he was not a person. The particular word person. You are not a person. That's what they're saying. Now, I'm not the biggest history buff, okay? I'm just pointing out this one thing that I read in these opinions. Understand? But they said that he is not a person. Well, that's interesting because that, see, there's an indication you need to go get all their little secretive books and all their not quite so common books that you maybe hadn't heard of, like the Black's Law Dictionary and Chicago Manual of Styles, which oversee all of the English-speaking courts. And you can take that and tear these courts apart with them. Somebody please bring me a Black's Law Dictionary. I want one bad. I already know enough stuff that could go into any court and say, well, yeah, the only problem is this contract or this document has language fraud on it. Now, Judge, what's your job now? What are you supposed to do, Mr. Judge? You don't want me in there. I already can come in there and fucking destroy you. But anyway, one of y'all would probably do what you do with other people like me. Kill them. Like you did Bill Cooper, which is in my playlist. Up close and personal. Hint, hint. Yeah. Now, these people assassinate the hell out of people. Go into my playlist and find the Lee Camp video where he did like the last, like the top 10 assassinations that the United States has pulled off recently. Recently in big name, you know, there would be a mountain. I mean, look at what they just did with this Maduro thing. All right. But yeah, corporations. What are corporations? Well, they're foreign powers, technically, in my humble opinion. And I think that probably if you had reincarnated all the founders, the vast majority of them, especially the most popular ones, would probably be willing to say that yes, a corporation is a foreign power. God damn it. We told you what to do in the Declaration, if you figured it out in enough numbers. Cough. Nobody wants to come out and talk to me today. The manager guy, I guess, I don't know. Maybe he's off. Oops, let me step on the grass. Let's see if that instigates him. I'm standing on the grass. God damn it. I'm trespassing. I'm fucking trespassing. I need to be dealt with. Put me in a rape cage. Ow! Put me in a rape cage. Put my old 57-year-old breaking down the faster ass in a rape cage because you fucking people are so goddamn psychologically damaged that you're dangerous to the rest of us that have common sense. It's that simple. So what later happened with Dred Scott? Well, it's not really directly related to that, but it's directly related to the power, that Supreme Court thing. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, that sometime either in the 80s or 90s, I think it was 80s or 90s, for the sake of, I don't know, further consolidation of wealth control over politics in an official, quote-unquote official way through the legal system, and just to put it out there to the people, hey, we're making this official, that corporations can donate large sums of money to super PACs and all that bullshit because, wait for it, a corporation is a fucking person. Oh shit. Now, Houston, we have a problem. Actually, knowing what I know, it's Houston. You are also a problem. By the way, if y'all think I'm stupid and everything, you know, I went to college 2.5 years. I graduated from high school with a college preparatory diploma, easily, without even studying. But I only scored 19 twice on the ACT test. So, you know, I don't know. I'm back on the grass again. You know, it reminds me of an old song by Steppenwolf, I believe. Don't Step on the Grass, Sam. Go listen to Don't Step on the Grass, Sam. I just smoked some weed before I came over here. I feel pretty good right now because I was feeling kind of like shit earlier. My choice of where to get food is being limited because of Nazi, Freemason, child trafficking Walmart over here. And, you know, well, the biscuit place. Oh, I forgot that story. I gotta go back to that. Sorry. Hope y'all don't get pissed at me. Look, I'm just trying to share my life with y'all. You know, it's illustrative. My life is illustrative. I'll hold my sign up. I'm trying not to really intentionally film people. That's why I'm kind of pointing it down like this. But yeah, so a corporation. Now see, I was headed somewhere else. Maybe I'll catch back up with it. Look, this is casual, man. Y'all need to get back to watching people like me instead of all this digital shit all over the fucking place in your face, AI, scrambling your fucking brain cells. No. Come on, lady. Look, this lady's not driving. She's not paying attention. She was staring off into space. She looked like she might have been about 86 and a half. I mean, I'm not against grandma being able to drive, but I mean, this is a dangerous fucking world, you know what I'm saying? God. But yeah, so the thing that is a fiction, technically, according to their books, a corporation is a fiction. However, it's also a person. Son of a bitch. Now, how do we get that? Did they just take me back into the back alley and do something with my anal opening that I didn't want? I kind of feel like I've been violated. I kind of feel like somebody just took me into the back alley with this corporation thing. Now, let me illustrate some more corporate shit, because I might be able to run with a minute. You want to run with me for a minute? Let's run. All right, you see, now, speech. The First Amendment, free speech. What do the First Amendment auditors do? They go to public property. They go over here and they do this right here, and they go, okay, fuck you. See, I can't do that right now to that son of a bitch because he's nuts, and he'll call the police. And then if I get a unhinged policemen, and I've already had experience with 2 of them. Hello, Williams and Baldwin. I've already had experience with 2 of them since I've been in Chattanooga. Were they in the wrong? Damn right they were. Did I have it documented? Kinda, sorta, in a way, but I erased all that shit because I'm not trying to come attack cops. Now, you cops need to come talk to me. Oh, there's another thing. When I was way down the road down here the other day, okay? When I was way down the road down here, up under my little tree, right there close to the Shell station, sitting in my chair, there was a cop that was he was coming this way on Gun Barrel, and he was in the 2 lanes that go straight. He was in the one closer to me, right next to the center. But it was him. There was another cop behind him, and he actually kind of joked around with me, and was kind of funny. You know, I guess, you know, a few of them kind of know, I guess, who I am and what the fuck I'm doing, and the fact that I'm pissed off as fuck and I'm out here screaming profanity. I know, I'm sorry. Hey, I'm gonna try to work on it, okay? Y'all work with me and I'll work with y'all. How's that? Well, I don't know. I won't say that because I know what y'all do. But anyway, so I've got this camouflage jacket on I've got right now. See, look, this is what I look like right now. I just bought these shades. By the way, you can get these shades for $1.50 at Dollar Tree. By the way, anyway, I had this coat on, and I'm sitting in the chair and I'm facing straight over toward the Shell station, kind of. But I hear the intercom come on. I hear something said, and I couldn't hear him. Had no chance the first time. And I get up and I walk over toward him, and I don't know if this thing's flipping around. I walk over toward him. And he let me show my sign. He said they can't see you because you're camouflaged. Because literally since I started trying to do this, and they're probably laughing at me. I'm shooting a bird mentally to you, you cops, if you're laughing at me right now, because I can't get people to give me flying political signs. I can't get nobody to give me no fucking money. These people don't get it. Look, I'm trying to do it the legal way. Okay, I'm talking shit about. Hopefully, half of you hate the political message that's on my sign, you know, and like it enough to say, hey, here's a 20, you know, whatever. But it's not working. But yeah, he was like, they can't see you because of the camouflage. That's what he said. But he had to say it a 3rd time, because even the 2nd time I only got up and went about 10, 12 feet toward him, and I was doing my hand up to my ear, like, you know, sign language is, you know, global sign language that I can't hear you. And he's like, he did it a 3rd time, and I heard him, and I was like, okay. I shook my finger at him, you know. I was like, hey, you know, that's cool, but why should it be any different if somebody is sitting there with a sign that says homeless, God bless, anything helps, or whatever the hell else? I mean, now if you want to try to figure out, you know, certain aspects of what goes on, you know, okay, look, everybody's supposed to have a freaking critically thinking mind, but I think there are way too many of us have had that freaking stirred up in a blender or something. But yeah, so the corporations, they're running everything. So the First Amendment free speech, you're walking up and down this sidewalk, you're over here on public property, which, I mean, there's the gas thing, there's the sign, here's the poles. This is a major road, dude. This is a major road. There's, you know, the easement on this road, being as major a road as it is, you're not going to tell me that no, I'm sorry. Maybe y'all made a deal. Now, see, this is what I'm thinking, that it's over. They probably have a deal where that corporation that owns all this, because they're making so much money, right? They're allowed by the system, government system here, which is also a corporation. they have a deal where they sodded it, I guess, to make it all look nice, because all these businesses, you know, it's helping a couple of different ways for them to have nice looking grounds. So they put the grass down, and they're responsible for the upkeep of the grass all the way up to the sidewalk. Does that mean that they own it? No! They do not fucking own it. They don't fucking own it. You don't fucking own it. And even if you did, how fucking petty. Y'all get to advertise and practice your First Amendment rights all the fucking time. You're doing it right there. You're doing it right there. Which that's all. You're doing. Look, you got a stack of it over there. There's a stack of it. Look, we got. Shit, we're putting signs up. What would they do to me if I brought out here an easily erectable 25-foot sign like that Cheddar sign or that Captain D sign down there? Shit, we got something that looks like it's coming up out of the earth, advertising Hamilton Place, and oh, there it is. Oh, there you are. I see you. CBL Properties. Oh shit. Hold on a minute. Oh, see, well, I like documenting shit. Y'all want to document some shit? That motherfucking piece of plastic's been laying there for like 2 months. You know, look, I don't care. Okay, so I'm gonna stay on public property, but there it is. It's Hamilton Place, CBL Properties. CBL Properties, Inc. And it's in all caps, because it has to fucking be, because it's a corporation. Now, see, in a situation like that, where you know, oh, you got Hamilton Place, that's just the name of an area. It's not really anything. I don't know, there may be some Hamilton or whatever that's actually a corporation, but the CBL Properties Inc., that all had to be in all caps for legal purposes. Yeah, so the corporations have our rights. What I said at the end of that video, or toward the end of that video, when I was yelling and pissed off as hell, look, you're listening to a wild man that's spitting out and yelling from the top of the fucking mountain. Who are the watchmen? You religious people, who in the fuck do you think the watchmen are? And I don't want to appeal to Christians necessarily. I'd like to help free you from your bullshit that you're brainwashed with. She's kind of cute. She looks like she might want to see my sign. Let me walk up here. Wait a minute, hold on. You know, I've been lonely a long time. And I'm actually a good catch. I'm a hell of a cleanup job. I'm a hell of a cleanup job. I'm not gonna lie about that. And y'all ain't gonna, you know, the teeth. I know the teeth would have to be fixed. But there's a whole lot of shit to fix. But boy, howdy am I a righteous son of a bitch. Where was I at with the corporations? Yeah. I mean, look. Come on, man. Look. I mean, they're practicing their free speech from their private property, their private protected property. Look, every one of those businesses have their name up big so you can see it from a distance anywhere in this parking lot, which is a marketing thing, and it's also free speech, and it's especially free for them because they're on a private protected property. So free speech really doesn't exist. It only exists if you play by their free speech rules. There has to be money involved, okay? It's the brothel, all right? It's the disgusting, putrid greed system that they built over the past 2,000 years. Thank you, Ammon. Ow! God damn it. So, and I said GD. I love saying GD now. Do you know that my sister would literally quit talking to me over me saying that and incessantly saying it, she won't have it. Oh my God. There's nothing you can do. Look, she's so old. Old people can't be saved. See, this is the thing. The only people, this is the reason why, like, Cuckoo, he's probably in an age range slightly younger than, like, my middle brother and my younger brother. He's probably, you know, he has to engage somebody like me with the way he does, because he's doesn't have an excuse to not know the kind of stuff that people like me know, even a little bit of it. He can't. Oh, this is the biggest thing. Have I forgotten this? I'm gonna end it after this, y'all. I'm just rambling. I'm just bored, killing time. I'm on my way somewhere. I gotta go get some screens for my weed pipe. And by the way, I'm looking to go to work. All you manufacturing companies around here, y'all are really fucking up. Y'all should literally send a freaking HR representative out here to Gun Barrel and pick me up and take me and just sit down with me and beg me to come to work for you. Is what you should do. But I'm pissed now because of the way I lost the job out at Gestapo. Yeah, Partners Personnel thought I was going to come down there and kiss their ass. No. You're in the shit ditch along with the rest of them. In the shit ditch along with the rest of them. You're in the shit ditch along with the rest of them. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, the corporations, literally, I'm documenting on my channel how the corporations, that one over there, Maple Street, which is owned by Cracker Barrel, Walmart over there, the Shell station down there, because of some kind of a genetic anomaly thing that just lashes out. I'm sorry. You're mean. I'm sorry. I take that back. I'm sorry. She won't never see this. But yeah. So, Camaro. Oh, I got chicken in Camaro. Oh. I'm just kidding, y'all. Oh, I am a good dude, though. I'm extremely important. Really just kind of getting destroyed systematically. Yeah, you get cut off from... See, I could eat so cheap out of Walmart, and that's why I was continuously spending money. After buying some bigger ticket items earlier there, I've spent a bunch of money in Walmart in my life. And, you know, because you're a homeless, oh, buddy in the red Jeep over there likes my sign. I can't hold the son of a bitch because of the wind. Remember I mentioned when I pop over to the other side, if there's a wind god, that motherfucker better run. I'm gonna whoop that son of a bitch's ass. He makes it hard for me to come out here and do shit like this. Oh! I'm gonna kick your ass, wind god. Ow! Better run. I don't know. I was fixing to talk about something that I forgot. I'm sorry, y'all. Oh! No. I remember now. Alright, and then I'm out. Y'all ready? Here it comes. Because I gotta go and my thumb's hurting holding this son of a bitch back with my thumb on the front of it in the fucking wind. Look, we got workers working. Let's see how I'm gonna lean against the pole. Let's see how the workers are working. Look. I'm relaxed, y'all. Hold on. Oh, I think if he called the police on me, I think I'm gonna push it next time. If he fucks with me like that again, we're gonna find out. I'm gonna go ahead and call the police. Because I've got about 3 other angles that I can do civil suits depending on how dumb y'all are. Because I do business with businesses on those CBL properties. Oopsie. And I'm incessantly targeted and profiled, which is a violation of my human rights and my constitutional rights. And yes, a crime did happen here. I have a special category. I think I already mentioned this. I have a special category. Let me show these people. I'll walk all the way down here. I'll walk in the grass too. I have a special category that I just created for cuckoo, and everybody liked cuckoo. It shows up in my comments under my videos. It wants to sling feces like a monkey in a zoo because they don't like me and they're triggered. Damn it. Do you have to gut punch them like that? Yeah, damn right I do. Damn right I do. So anyway, get out of the way, gas stain. Your gas is owned by CBL. Yeah, I've got a new category in my playlist, and apparently it's at the top, or at least it is when I go to it on my channel and check my stuff out in the rain stains. For all of you, you're welcome. Okay, my thumbs wore out. It's called, I think it's called For Dumb Critics. D-U-M without the B. For my dumb critics, or for dumb critics. That category literally is separated into however many videos there is. That's how many different pieces the large mountain of kryptonite. If y'all were Superman critics, that category would be. Y'all literally are so, I'm going to prove how psychologically locked in you dumb motherfuckers are. You're so psychologically locked in to your psychosis that you literally cannot sit through probably even two of the different 19 or 20 videos or whatever that are in the For My Dumb Critics or For Dumb Critics category. You literally can't, because it would be like you having to look at yourself in the mirror, and that image you're seeing in that mirror is you getting punched in the face really fucking hard over and over and over with reality. And that's something that you can't face. You can't face it. And I hit you in the face the hardest if you go all the way to the bottom, because I just flipped it. Go watch the bottom video first, and then the one right above it, which is a song by Tool. Yeah, baby. The good people of the world are having a party right now. And some of the most direct of it is being had at Lady Babylon. Understand? Hail Satan.